Hello and welcome to the OSNAP podcast, hosted by us, the duo. For anyone new here, my name is Vincent.
And I'm Reese. And today we're going to talk about tips for shooting a wedding.
Oh, snap.
Just a PSA, we did find these tips online. So we are going to go through each one and talk about whether or not we agree, as well as what our process is. Explain that a little bit.
Yeah.
And for us personally, this is for photo and
Video.
All right.
Or photo and photo, or video and video. All depends.
We do it all.
All right.
Number one.
Contracts.
This is really for not only the photo and video team, but for the clients. If you're booking your wedding, don't ever book anybody without a contract.
It's a protection for both you, the business owner,
sides.
as well as the client.
Absolutely. I think that no matter what you're doing when it comes to a wedding, contracts is kind of the one that is a non-negotiable. So this is definitely a tip I think that we would share with others.
Yeah, like for example, in our contract, it talks about how clients are not allowed to have lasers. A lot of times DJs bring lasers for the dance floor, and that's a no-no. We can't have any lasers whatsoever on the dance floor, or else we will not be capturing it. Why? Because it turns our cameras into paperweights.
And we have a couple different things on that. That one's a really big one, obviously, because we don't want to ruin our equipment. But there's a couple of things that we have on our contract, such as, we need to be fed if we're there for over 5 hours. What else do we have on there? We take precedence over any other family members, Uncle Joes that have brought their cameras, or iPhone photo and video.
Yeah.
It's very important to know that we take precedence
over
all
all
of
the other
others.
people. At the end of the day, we were hired to do a specific job, so we do come first in the photo and video
you
department.
Paid us.
Yes.
And not only that, there's things of that nature in it, but most of all, our contracts also cover what happens if there's an emergency and, God forbid, we can't get there, or you change the date, or you cancel the wedding altogether.
It also talks about the photo and video rights, the equipment of the vendors, cancellations. I mean, we really go through it all. The deliverables, we go through it all.
Non-refundable deposit.
Yeah.
So yes, we 100% recommend that every photo video team, or just photo or just video, make sure you have contracts in place. That is a huge one. Number 2, keep all lines of communication open from the couple to the people providing the service.
Now, is that talking about, did you just say like during the service time? Is that what you said?
No. So from the moment you guys sign contracts till the day of the wedding, even after, keep all lines of communication open.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't you?
Some people just, I have seen, some people book their entire wedding and everything on like an inquiry type page on a website, and also send their deposit through the website, and they never speak to the photographer.
I can't do that.
I can't do that either, but
I couldn't even imagine that.
Can you imagine? Well, and I think that this is also, it goes with the companies that...
That's how you get scammed.
Yeah. It also goes with companies that have photographers go out. Like they have 20 that they'll just send out to your wedding day. I think this is another way that there is no communication between the bridegroom and who's going to shoot their wedding.
There always should be communication between the photographers and the videographers at your wedding. There should be, because you might have a idea about something, you want to run it by the photographer before
or
the wedding day, or a concern or anything like that. You always want to be able to speak to one of your vendors, and to book somebody without even talking to them, it's a recipe for disaster, and you're asking to get scammed. I think a lot of times that is what happens, is they get scammed.
I highly recommend having at least one meeting with the bride and groom, whether that's in person or through Zoom or over the phone. Whatever is best for them, but I recommend at least having one meeting with them, if not 2, 3, 4, whatever they want, so that that every single last detail of their day has been discussed.
Yeah.
No surprises.
No. Our clients will call us or they'll text us and say, hey, can we have a meeting at, say, 5:30 or so? And we're like, yeah, of course.
Absolutely. We have one
we'll
tonight.
get on the phone with them.
But I definitely recommend that. I know you do too.
Yeah.
Because not only that, they get to know you as a person too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's a little bit more difficult over the phone, but hearing your voice and the way that we speak and the way that we're passionate about what we do, it helps versus just doing things online. So I definitely think having all communications open between the couple and yourself is a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, work-life balance is good. So if your bride's calling you at midnight or 1 a.m,
that's our number 3.
Boundaries.
Create a work balance to ensure work can be done in a timely manner.
Correct. I read a little bit more about this one that I'll go into with you.
Mm-hmm.
This was really talking about sorry, mind blank. This one's really talking about things like meetings and communication, having a set schedule, but not only for the wedding itself, just having a work schedule in general, so that when you do book that wedding, it doesn't drastically shift your schedule you already have.
Yeah.
You already have a set schedule of the times that you do certain things throughout the day, editing, posting, talking to clients. And so having a set schedule prior to booking the wedding or prior to capturing the wedding, if you have that schedule, when you do shoot the wedding, it'll just go seamlessly into the schedule you already have.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, versus, okay, we just shot a wedding. What do we do now? How do we have to edit this 24 hours a day? Do we have to blow everything else off so that we can have enough time to do this? Or we have 90 days to perform. Do we start 80 days in?
I'm going to say this. I can't use a curse word, but I want to. I want to say to anybody who goes through that or like whatever, just effing calm down. Calm down. Chill out. Sit on a couch like we're sitting down, or sit down on your bed, sit on the floor, whatever. Go outside, get some fresh air, and re-effing lax. Re-effing lax. Everything's going to be fine. Don't bombard yourself with all of this unnecessary stress, because if you're stressed out, that stress is going to show in your work.
But I think that in this sense, the advice we're giving would be more towards somebody who's shooting a wedding for the first time. So they don't know what to expect.
We need to do it with me.
So you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
They don't know what to expect. They don't know if they're going to get home and, oh my God, I have 5,000 photos on my SD card.
That's awesome.
Or I have 3 hours of footage to go through.
Fantastic.
What do I do now?
I love that.
Breathe. Just take a deep breath.
Just breathe.
And most importantly, take the next day off.
You're going to be just fine. Yeah, if you shoot a wedding the next day, definitely take it off. Don't get working on that wedding the next day.
I mean, unless you're doing sneak peeks, then go ahead and do that. But don't do too many. Do some.
Do whatever
take the rest of the day off.
We're paid to do via the contract.
Your feet will thank you too if you take the day off.
All right. Just chill out, eat a moon pie, and just relax.
Stick to a schedule. Create a schedule prior to shooting the wedding.
You'll be good. You got this.
It'll make it the world of difference. Yeah. Right now, actually, kind of going into how we're running things at the moment. I've personally had a folder in the Notes app that's shared between Vincent and I, where we've been putting down all of our shoots for until, I don't know, next year into this Notes app. And hey, it's been working great for me. But then one morning I woke up and Vincent was sitting in here and he was like, so I love your Notes app. However, I got this app on the iPad and now we have a calendar.
And I love it. I love it.
It's color-coded, and it has when we need to shoot content. It has when we need to post. It has every shoot we have coming up. It has birthdays that we need to attend to. And so I looked at it, and, I didn't want to give them too much credit. But I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is nice.
Look at, say, the Notes app and, see how far out a date is. And what I like about the calendar is you get to see on what date you're on, like today, and how far the other shoots are.
Oh, it's definitely something we needed to do 2 years ago, but we just used our brain to know. Yeah. But we're at a point in our business where, thank you, God, we are so busy that we can't just use our brain anymore to be like, oh yeah, we have a shoot on the 16th and the 20th and another one on the 21st. We can't do that anymore.
No.
So
it's Google Calendar.
The Notes app was amazing for me. Well, I used it for a little bit with Vincent, but then Vincent created the calendar, and I'm very thankful. I actually used it today, and I was like, wow.
Did you log it on your phone with it?
No, I just went on the iPad.
Oh yeah,
when you
can log it on the phone with it too. And what I like about it is I did everything on the iPad, but later throughout the day I wanted to know what was on the calendar, and so I just downloaded it on my phone, signed into the same account, and it all was there.
And I didn't know he did that, and so we were at dinner, and I was like, okay, we just got another booking. Remind me when we get home to tell you so that you can add it to the calendar. And he pulled his phone out and he's like, I have it right here.
Already done.
So, calendars work, schedules work.
Organization.
Do it.
Equals less stress.
You'll thank us later. Number 4 is, that was number 3, by the way. I know we kind of just went into it. Yeah. But the next one is develop a shot list. What's ours look like? I added the what's ours look like. But we do have a shot list.
Yes, Cerrito. I will just kind of lightly go over it. How about that?
I think it would be great if you went through like the big points of each one.
Yeah.
And then maybe just...
So we have our desired shot list. This includes details, getting ready, pre-ceremony, ceremony, group portraits, reception, and we also have a section at the very bottom that is for other. If maybe they're having some different kind of special event or they want something specific captured that maybe isn't on our shot list, they can go ahead and add it on their end.
I think that we've both seen throughout the times that we've given our bride and grooms these shot lists, or our groom and groom. We have had a groom and groom.
It's very detailed.
They pretty much pick out every single thing on the list.
Now
I think we've done a really good job with our shot list, especially with the experience that we've had, where it's very rare that something will not be signed off. Normally it's getting ready photos because some people just don't care to have those photos.
Getting ready, or maybe someone like on our shot list, maybe they're not here with us anymore, and so they don't sign off on that specific one. And it's in the other category. It's already in the customized one, which is really nice.
I think we try to be as detailed as possible so we don't miss anything. And we highly recommend the other slot just because a lot of people have specialty things at each wedding. Like, not every wedding's exactly the same.
Like, I don't know. Like, I really want to go over our contract, but maybe that could be like a separate video.
That's a whole separate video.
Okay, that's a separate video. So
this is just a tip.
Yeah.
Is to have a shot list ready.
But I'd really like to go over it because, we've spent so much time perfecting it and making it, and there's a lot of effort that goes into booking a wedding. It's not just, here's the packages, here's the money, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it. But
shot lists are really important. I would say, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, I think the other spot on our thing is the most important part of it. Because that's when we hear about the specialty things. If, say, the bride is going to walk down the aisle by herself, or the bride's going to walk down with her brother, or say they have a memorial somewhere that we wouldn't have known otherwise.
Yeah.
It really helps us be prepared. So when we walk into your wedding that day, we know every shot that's going to be taken, what's most important to the bride and groom, what they really just don't care about. Shot lists makes your life easier because you know what you're getting yourself into before the wedding day even comes.
Yeah.
And it makes your bride and groom feel more comfortable knowing that they don't have to tell you what to do all night, pretty much. Yeah. They get to just have fun and enjoy their wedding without worrying whether or not we were getting certain things.
Number 5, keep gear organized.
I'll let you take over this one just because I feel like this is what you pretty much do.
We spend a lot of time before the wedding getting our gear nice and organized.
Charged.
We clean our gear. So if our cameras haven't been cleaned in a good minute, we'll make sure we clean them. We clean our lenses. We make sure everything's in tip-top shape. We have a huge plastic orange carrying bag. It's plastic. And we load that up. Everything is perfectly organized. It's like
before the wedding.
It's ready for a picture to be taken of it.
And he always does take a photo of it.
And I always do take a photo of it. And if you follow us on social media, you would have seen that. But what I've noticed is that throughout the day, you slowly get less and less organized. So, for example,
weddings move by very, very
There's no
slow
time for
for
organization
guests.
during a wedding with your gear.
Guests
no
get to
time.
really chill out and
Yeah.
just like, man, this has been a long wedding. For us, we'll get there and then all of a sudden we'll look at our watch and we have 30 minutes left of our day and we're like, man, how did that happen?
Yeah, so like when we get to the wedding, I have to get the stabilizer ready. Reese has to get her camera and her settings and stuff ready. I get the stabilizer. We do that. And then I have to get the microphones, the wireless microphones.
And the drones.
And I connect them to my belt buckle so that when I see the groom, I can connect him up to it. And I see the bride, I can connect her up, or the officiant. And so everything goes smooth in the very beginning. It's always slow. We go, we say hello to the bride.
Very organized.
We say hi to the bridesmaids. We say hi to the groom and the groomsmen. Everything's good. And we're capturing the bride. We're capturing the groom. And then, like, out of nowhere, it's go time. And all of the stuff, like, that we've prepared is, like, and it's, like, critical moments of it.
Yeah, you know? Like, in my head right now, listening to you explain this, I'm singing that.
Yeah. That's really how it is,
like, the chicken
though.
dance. Like, you just see us, like, sprint from here to here to here. And especially when we have April with us, too.
Yeah.
Oh, poor April.
And it can get, like,
She's
when I
running.
have those things connected to me, it can get kind of difficult at times because I am trying to stay organized. And, but, like, for one of the weddings that we did in, I think it was December, the end of December, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bride was going to be driven down on a golf cart. But I had those things connected to me, but I wanted to get a shot of her going on the golf cart.
Mm-hmm.
And so she goes, "Do you want to hop on?" And I said, "No, I'm going to run behind you." And she kind of looked at me and, like, laughed. And I said, "You know, like Jurassic Park, where the T-Rex is running after the car?" And she started busting up laughing. She thought that was hilarious. But that's what we did, though. And so having all of those things buckled onto me as I was running, it was a recipe for disaster. But I made sure that when I did clip them on beforehand, they were nice and clipped on. So, yeah. But
I would say that we agree. We're always very organized going into every single wedding. We know exactly where all of our equipment is.
What I've been wanting to
going home.
Shoot. I tell you, that orange thing is not organized anymore. It's probably not even closed.
It never. No, we can never get it to shut correctly because there's too much stuff in it on the way home.
When we're done with the wedding, we just put it in the back. I think with the last wedding that we did, oh no, not the last. Maybe it was the last one. I think we put the cameras in the back seat, and we didn't shut the orange thing. We didn't care.
And I think the one in December, we stopped at Jack in the Box on the way home and got a ton of food.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering, yes, they did feed us at the wedding, but it's just Jack in the Box after a wedding day.
Yeah.
It was great.
But what I did want to get was one of those rolling carts that, like, we put our stuff in.
I know you were looking up on your computer the other day.
Yeah.
I had to go on your computer to check SD cards, and you had them pulled up, and I was like, good idea. It'd also be a good idea for the beach.
That's the reason why I thought about it. We went to the beach the other day, and we had to carry a whole bunch of stuff up a hill, and I just thought, a cart would have been so nice. But we can also use the cart for weddings and different shoots and stuff because, you know, I have to carry all of that stuff. But
can't kids sit in it too?
I think so, yeah.
Love that. Okay.
So yeah, keep it organized the best you can.
Number 6, research locations. We are very good with this one.
We're very good if we can. If we can go to that location.
If we can go to the wedding.
But if not, we're still really good at it.
No, because even if we have to travel for the location and we can't go, say, like a month before or 2 weeks before, we go the night before the wedding. Oh, yeah. I don't think we've ever done a wedding sight unseen. Except for, no, because we did rehearsal for Bailey's. So we saw that one too.
Not Ray's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
I think that was the only one.
We've only had one wedding that we did not go to prior. But that booking we also booked, I think, less than a month away from the wedding. It was a last minute booking.
But, like, for example, when we did a wedding up in Felton, California, it's over by, like, Sacramento area. Is it not by Sacramento? No, it's by
it's below. It's
by Santa Cruz. Up from Santa Cruz. But we did a wedding there and up. If you're looking from Santa Cruz, it's up. But we were gonna do a wedding, or we did do a wedding out there, but we weren't obviously able to go to the venue beforehand, and so we had researched high and low every detail that we could possibly find out about the place. We watched every wedding film that was ever taken there, all of the pictures that have been taken there. Went on their website. We did everything. And we still went and saw it the day before the wedding. Oh my God, that was the worst. And it wasn't bad because we had to go. It was bad because we were tired. At least I was tired.
We pulled 48 hours straight. I got an hour in that 48 hours because we were trying to send out a quince. And then the night we were leaving, we wanted to leave in the middle of the night to make sure that we had enough time to get to the rehearsal. We also had to pick April up because she was our assistant. And then drive, 6 hours? I got an hour. I finally broke and I slept for an hour on the way. Vincent didn't sleep at all. April slept the whole way, so she was fine.
She was fine. That was the hardest drive of my entire life.
Yeah, dangerous. We're never doing that again.
But yeah, it's important to always research your locations beforehand. Correct. Number 7, coordinate with vendors.
No, that says cooperate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cooperate.
That's how it was spelled.
You spelled it wrong then. She spelled it wrong. Okay, that's not my fault. It looks like...
No, I didn't.
Whatever.
You can't tell me I spelled something wrong. I'm going to look it up now.
You spelled it cooperate. Cooperate. Co-op.
Cooperate. COOPERATE.
I never said I was good in language arts. All right, so whatever.
I did say I was good.
She's the one of the spelling errors, not me. Anyway, cooperate with vendors.
Meaning be nice to each other.
Be nice to the vendors. We have worked with many different vendors, and I think all of them, except for maybe one, was kind of a, you know what?
Is this person a DJ?
This person is a DJ.
Okay, and that wasn't a wedding?
That was a different event.
Right? That wasn't a wedding?
No, it was
okay.
Not. But I will tell you, we met a DJ in December. We already talked about it before, but...
Who's the best?
Best DJ we've ever worked with.
That's really rough, though, because we have like 3 really good DJs.
Let me rephrase.
One of the best.
He's one of the best, but we've probably got maybe 2 or 3.
3, I would say.
3 DJs that 10 out of 10. Maybe we'll hire all 3 of them to work with each other.
Because the Norco wedding was great.
Yes, that one is awesome.
The Huntington Beach wedding guy was great.
That one is good.
And then the one in December. I would say we have 3 really good ones.
Yeah,
I really hope I'm not missing anybody.
If not, sorry.
But
yeah, work with the vendors. They'll work with you. If you guys have a good relationship, everything is going to go so much smoother throughout the wedding day or event day.
We never really have that many issues.
No.
Right? No, we're good. Number 8, hire an assistant.
If you can afford to hire an assistant, yeah.
We've done it.
Yeah.
We had an assistant for, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weddings.
Yeah.
She saved our life half the time.
It's fantastic. So
it's great.
If you can, do it.
And if you can't afford to on your own, add it as an add-on to the package.
Yeah.
That's what we ended up doing. Now she is a add-on. So if you want another shooter, she's an add-on for us. But I would do it if you can.
Yeah.
Makes life a lot easier, and she's a saint.
Yep.
Number 9, prepare an emergency kit. We have not done this, and I think we should.
I think we should too. Yeah, yes.
I just have never thought of it.
And I don't know how. I've wanted to put an emergency kit in our...
Not for us. In our car? No, we should do that too, though. But, is that what you're going to say? In our car?
Well, yeah, I've been wanting to get an emergency kit.
No, not for us.
But that would come to the wedding with us too. So
no, because it's different. We would need like double-sided tape for dresses in our emergency kit. Bobby pins. Not bobby pins. Safety pins. What?
Sure.
These are like emergencies.
I feel like that's something one of the bridesmaids should do.
They do, but it doesn't hurt to have it too.
I guess so, yeah.
Because like, what if they're like, oh, we just used the last safety pin on this.
Yeah.
But then
I guess
grandma's dress just popped. You know?
We can definitely look into that.
We can look into it. Number 10.
Use manual mode and always shoot in RAW.
Amen.
That's it. I would just say yeah.
I personally, this is going to be a little controversial. If you cannot shoot in manual mode, you should not be shooting weddings.
Well, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's just what I'll say. If you can't shoot in manual, you should not be shooting weddings. Because sometimes it does not properly know how to do what it needs to do in certain lighting aspects.
Yeah.
Shoot in manual. If you don't know how, learn. You can look it up on YouTube. You can call us.
Number 11. Show up early to scout lights and light at locations. Lighting is what she meant to say.
I'm scouting the light.
You're not. Light is singular. Lights is plural.
I didn't put S.
I know, but you said show up early to scout light. What light?
The sunlight.
You didn't.
There's only one sunlight.
You did not specify that.
Back me up on this, guys. There's only one sunlight.
Show up early to scout light. Yeah, 100%. We did it for one of the churches that we were doing. I'm sorry, can you shut that off over there?
Bye.
Sorry, the ice machine that we have here in the office. I know that they can't hear it, but I know I can hear it, and it's super loud. There you go. Thank you. That's all right. We won't drain that. Yeah. Anyway, show up early to scout lighting and locations. 100%. We did a wedding last year where it was at a church, and church are notorious for not having the best lighting.
Orange?
It's super orange.
No, like Orange City.
Yeah. But their lighting, is super orange. Whoa. Normally their lighting is super orange. If there is lighting, sometimes there's not. Sometimes a church won't allow you to have a flash because of the windows. So it's just important to go there beforehand and speak with maybe the day of coordinator or the property manager to, be able to see how you guys are able to come up with some kind of resolution.
Amen.
If you do have a problem.
Yeah, I would really recommend scouting lighting beforehand if you can.
Yeah.
That kind of goes with research locations too. I feel like those two kind of go together. While you're there scouting locations or researching the location, try to go around the same time that the wedding would be. So whatever time the ceremony is going to be at, try to go and see this venue during that time.
Yeah.
So you get an accurate representation of what the lighting would be.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Number 12.
Create a post-wedding routine.
Yeah.
And this is kind of falls along the
what we talked
balance
about earlier, yeah.
This is, say you have your clients picked your largest package of photo and video, or photo and photo, video and video, and you know that it's going to take you a lot of time. If you're a duo, sit down together and discuss how much time you think it will entail to get the work done properly. But also make sure you keep in mind personal life too. Don't let it get
make sure that you appropriate a certain amount of time
every single day.
Not every single day, but you should appropriate time in your day, schedule it to work on it, to where you'll be able to get the photo and video out in a timely manner as previously agreed upon in the contract.
You look so tan.
Went to the beach.
That one's a big one.
Yeah.
And then also number 13.
Be yourself.
This one's big. And let me explain to you why I think it's big. If you have a meeting with the bride and groom, say if it's on the phone, Zoom, or in person, and you can't be yourself during that meeting. So say, hi, I'm Reese, and I'm so excited, and then I get to the day of the wedding and I'm just not in a good mood. Well, they're going to get me in a completely different light and be like, oh, that's not the person.
False advertisement.
Where's the preppy girl that I hired, or vice versa,
False advertisement. So just be yourself, relax. Don't fake how you feel. They'd say it's a customer service voice. Don't get a stupid customer service voice. Just be yourself. If somebody calls you, hello, how are you?
I have a customer service voice.
She'll be talking like this as you. Hello, how are you?
No, not that bad. Come on now. It's more of just like more of a professional voice than what I'm used to. Whatever. Just be yourself.
Love yourself.
Let the connection actually flow. Don't fake who you are.
Correct.
Because I truly think that who you are as a person flows throughout your work.
Yeah.
You feel?
And that's it. That's it for the our opinions on if we agree or explain.
Is there anything else that you would like to add to tips for shooting a wedding?
No, I mean, I'm just big on the organization part, making sure that you have all of the SD cards put together, formatted, ready to go. You have the batteries all charged up. You have your lighting equipment, stabilizer, everything that needs to be charged is charged. Make sure it's put in the bag properly so that when you get there, you can just get it out ready to go. I'm just big on that one.
Boy, let me tell you, this guy is organized.
I love it. It's awesome. At the end of the day, I'm not organized, but I don't care because I already got the work done. I got organized to get the work done. Now it doesn't need to be organized.
No, I think that you're very organized in our work life. We're not so organized in our personal life.
I am.
I'm not.
I am. She does her best.
Thank you. Some side mentions that are off topic. Happy Taylor Swift week, everybody.
Huh?
Taylor Swift week.
When did she get a week?
I gave her a week. Her album came out. And my dad bought me the record this morning. So
Yes, I got me a backpack cooler, which is pretty cool.
I'm going to be listening to that when we're done working today. I'm so excited. So happy Taylor Swift week. We also did some very fun things this week. We went to the beach. Woo! We took
a personal day, which we're allowed to do.
We did not go on our phones. We didn't respond to anybody. We didn't post on social media. We had a picnic.
It was fantastic. It was good.
It was a great day.
One last thing is Reese's question of...
I was not done yet.
Oh, okay,
Why
go ahead.
cutting me off?
Well, last time our camera glitched out around... We're coming up to the time.
Okay,
and it
we
overheated.
Also went mini golfing with my dad, and we also played tennis with my dad.
Yeah.
And we also... What else did we do that day? Is that all we did? We got Texas Roadhouse. And then, yesterday, we also played golf with Kayla and Sebastian. We are... not golf. Tennis. We are becoming tennis players.
We love it.
Reese's question of the day. You know, I had it all planned out earlier.
She never writes them down.
No, it's all.
It just says Reese's question of the day.
Vincent. What out of the 13 things on here do you find the most important?
Can I tell you what the least important is and then what's the most important, in my opinion?
Sure. I already know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Prepare an emergency kit. I think that's least important.
Okay. I already knew you were going to say that.
I don't know. I'm just kind of not a fan of that one. I mean, I feel like what we're going to do is we are going to get an emergency kit, but it's more for us. It's more for if the bride rips her dress, okay, maybe we have something that we can stitch it up with real fast. If, say, her dress is too big up here, maybe we have some tape that we could put right there.
That's totally what I said in the emergency kit. I said double-sided tape.
You said like bobby pins and all that
stuff.
No,
I said safety pins. So if her dress snaps, we can safety pin it back together. We're on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the most important, I just said it, is organized.
Okay.
If you're not organized, you're not doing it right.
And then my last question of the day for you, what is your favorite Taylor Swift song off of the new album?
Florida!
Thank you. Thank you for participating.
I told Reese we're going to move to Florida at age 35. She's not for it yet. I want to move to Florida so bad.
Thank you for listening to this.
I want to move to Florida so bad. I'm literally wearing a Florida shirt.
Thank you for participating in this week's podcast.
Florida. Boom.
We're going to go and listen to Taylor's vinyl. And if you don't already follow us on Instagram, please do so at SNAPPDUO to stay tuned to
stay up to date with everything that we're doing, the behind the scenes, and our editing and everything else.
We've got a lot of stuff going on. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for YouTube.
And if you are interested in seeing our contract and us going over our contract and everything, definitely let us know, and we can do that, and we'll make a video for that. So with that, we appreciate you if you made it this far. Thank you for watching, and with that, we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.